muscle car fans? This is Gage with Muscle Car Concepts. We got Megan, Scott, and his Ford Pinto Wagon. Let me show you what's up. Alrighty, Scott has brought it by. We're gonna do some full videos, rollers, get some action in this car because you guys deserve it. Everyone was curious. How does it perform? What's the inside look like? What does Scott think about it? And you know what? Why not find out? What did everyone think at the car show of it?
It gets a lot of attention.
What's the biggest thing that draws the attention?
That it's a Pinto and you just don't see them. Especially a cruising wagon.
And usually when you see them, they're all drag raced out.
A lot of them are rusted out.
What do you think your dad would think of the car?
He would like it. It's, you know, this was his car. He drove, he put over 200,000 miles on this car before he died. So.
Alrighty, so we got a Ford Mustang here.
Pinto.
Bruh.
Alrighty. Scott, what is this?
1977 Ford Pinto cruising wagon.
Why a Pinto Wagon? Everyone wants to know.
My dad bought this car brand new. I was 14 years old, getting ready to start my freshman year of high school when he bought it. Traded in a 1974 Datsun B210 on this car. My stepmom wouldn't turn loose of it when he first passed away, but I had first dibs on it when she was ready. So in 1989, when I got back from Germany, she was ready to sell it. So I purchased the car from her in 1989 for $1,000. So it stayed in California for a while. I got transferred to Massachusetts, Fort Devens.
And that was the Air Force?
Army.
Army, okay.
And then when I got out of the service in '91, I moved to Nebraska, and a few years later my mom drove it out here from California. My real mom, not my stepmom. So she drove it out here, all stock, 4-cylinder, 4-speed. Made the trip with it out here. I drove it around this area for a number of years, all just stock, the way it was original.
And you have photos of that?
No, not really. I decided it was time, so I kind of tore into it and then just never had the time. Never get rid of the car. My son will get it after I die. And he said he'll never get rid of it, so he'll stay in the family. You know, it's the only thing I have, my dad's. So, 21 owner Pintos are there out there, you know.
That's a fucking hot rod, my friend. All right, folks. Scott's taking the Pinto. He's gonna hit basically about third gear, around 80 miles an hour, and fly by us. Oh my goodness. All right, man, can I jump in? Sweet. What'd you think? What does your son think of the car?
He likes it. He's not particularly a car guy, but he still thinks it's pretty cool. He's more of an airplane
Do you have any last words that you want to leave the viewer and your future self off with?
If you have a car and you want it done, you can't do it, get it done. My car sat in the back of my garage for 25 years. I wish I'd have done this 25 years ago because it's a blast.
What advice do you have for someone who's in that spot where they want it, but there's, it's scary pulling the trigger and deciding that you're going to commit your time and resources to a build, whether it's yourself or someone else?
You just got to decide to do it. You can still build a car reasonable if you shop around, go to swap meets. It doesn't have to be a show car to have fun with it.
Wow, I like that. Okay, so if you want something, go get it, and even if it's not perfect, it's better to have it and build it up than to never go out and pursue it.
That's right.
Amen.
Amen.
Thank you.